So just a couple of things I just wanted to show you. When we're dealing with functions, we already did everything in functions, right? So if I give you a function like this, let's say it's x plus 2 over x minus 3. If I give you a function like that, I want you to remember these two rules here. Right? Rule number one, we kind of use this rule already. If you have two things, right? A multiplied by b and is equal to 0. If you multiply a and b and again 0, what this means is a could be 0 or b could be 0. Right? We know this already, right? When we factorize, we kind of use this to solve for x. But if you have a fraction, right? And the fraction is equal to 0, it means that a is 0, not b. Right? B could be never equal to 0. Right? The reason for that is if b is equal to 0, then a over b is undefined. Right? So here's what I say. If you go to a calculator and you take 0 divided by 5, you will get 0. Right? You'll get that. But if you go to the calculator and put 5 over 0, you will see error. Because the answer is undefined. The answer is infinity. Right? So whenever a question says solve a on b equal to 0, all you can do is let a equal to 0. Right? If a question says a over b is undefined, then what you have to do is let b equal to 0. All right? So I'm going to show you here in this example. Right? These are two small things that function questions like to ask, especially when they give it out. Right? Let's say they ask us to solve f of x equal to 0. So you have this. How do you solve a fraction equal to 0? Well, x plus 2 is 0, so x is minus. Right? And the second thing, if they ask for the value of x, which makes f of x undefined, what they're talking about is they want the denominator equal to 0. So what this means here is if I put 3 in here, my denominator will become 0 and it will be undefined. Okay? So those are the two small rules I want you to learn for today. Right? Copy it down. So these are the rules here. It's in your summary, but I want you to have it. Alright, so after you write that, let's just try a few. Let's try page 99 on top of our topic. And so one of the harder ones, right? We had like 2 or 3 to do and we done, right? Cut off. The whole thing disconnected. I don't even bored anyway, so up here down. Finish it. I'll give you 2 minutes to fix it up. Right, let's correct it now. So first thing, undefined. Undefined means that its denominator will be 0. So x plus 1 is 0, so x is minus 1. G of f of 5. I'm going to find f of 5 first. F of 5 here will be 2 by 5 plus 7 over 5 plus 1. So that's 10, 17, 17 on 6. Yeah. Kind of lame, but we had to work with that. Now G of f of 5. F of 5 is 17 on 6. So G of f of 5 will be 4 by 17 on 6 plus 3. Right? And then we work it out. Well, you can put out the calculator. What do you get? 68 over 6. So you can put that straight in the calculator and get up, right? Nothing too fancy there. Then we want to find f inverse. So we let y equal to 2x plus 7, x plus 1. Interchange x and y. Right? This question is very similar to the ones that we did yesterday, last class, right? Right? Interchange x and y, cross multiply. you'll get 2y plus 7 is xy plus x. This by this, this by this. Bring all the y's together, right? Bring all the y's together, bring all the x's together, right? Move across this, minus, move across this, minus. Next step, if you remember, is just to factorize. And then move across 2 minus x. That's it. Right? Your inverse is x minus 7, 2 minus x. Or some people might have 7 minus x over x minus 2. Same thing. Right? Just all these signs different. It's based on how you cross multiply, which side you put on which side. Right? That's it. One more hard, one more. It's a little bit hard. Right? Last one, right? Everything like hold on, your online, everything lagging there. Somewhere around there. That's all. Now let's try again. Try this one, a little bit hard. Right? I'm missing something. Hold on. I'm just going to write the team. Right? See, I have all those things to find it. Find f inverse x, g inverse x, f of g of x, and then f of g inverse x. And part two. Part two is what I'm interested in. Okay, so you got. Last few minutes. So part three is supposed to get the same answers, huh? Left hand side and right hand side. Right, it might be hard for you to send part one, but if you could just tell me that's it, prove it, right? So in part two, if it gets you online, just put show it. As all right, so that tried this. So you need to find f of g and then find the inverse and the fourth dot in part one, right? All right. Let's try to work out all these, right? So this will be y is 2x minus 7, x is 2y minus 7, y is x plus 7 and 2. So f inverse x is x plus 7 and 2. That shouldn't be too difficult, right? Here, y is x squared plus 1, x is y squared plus 1, and then you make y the subject, carry across the 1, and then square root the whole thing. So your g inverse x is the square root of x plus 1, x minus 1. Right, so it should be kind of simple so far. F of g should be able to handle that. Put a bracket around g of x. And then put x squared plus 1 in here. So that's 2 by x squared plus 1 minus 7. Right? So that will give us 2x squared plus 2 minus 7. 2x squared minus 5. What do you get that? Put f of g. Let's just make sure 2x squared plus 2 minus 7. Nice. Now they want us to get the inverse of this. Right? This is f of g of x. Now they want us to get the inverse of this. So let y equal to 2x squared minus 5. Right? Y is 2x squared minus 5. So x is equal to 2y squared minus 5. I just finding the inverse, right? Here, we're going to make y the subject. So you'll get 2y squared. Move across the 5. X plus 5. Y squared. X plus 5 over 2. Y square root of x plus 5 over 2. So this here is f of g inverse x. Right? That's where we simplify the inverse of this. Right? So you carry across that, you carry across 2 and the square root. Now, let's find f of g inverse 5. So all I have to do now is take this and put 5 in there. Right? So I will get the square root of 5 plus 5 over 2. Right? So that's 10 over 2, which is square root of 5. You get that? Now, up until there should have been easy-ish. Here might be a little bit hard. But what you have to remember is put a little bracket here. This tells you that you need to find f inverse 5. Right? F inverse 5, you have to find that first. So come back all the way here and find f inverse 5. F inverse 5 will be 5 plus 7 all over 2. So I got 12 on 2, which is 6. G inverse 6. Right? Now, how do I get G inverse 6? I have to come back here now and say, well, the square root of 6 minus 1, which is 5. They equal, therefore, show. You get all the way here? Yeah? Online? Anybody got all the way here? This is as hard as it will come. All right? I just needed to understand what these two notations are saying, right? Plus, I gave you this in the Kahoot. F of G, when you find the inverse of that, that's the same as this. F G inverse, F inverse. So you switch them around and find the inverse. So F of G inverse is the same as this. Or if I give you G of F inverse, this is the same as F inverse, G inverse. All right. That's it. So let's make a note of this. That's a function. Right? No more functions. We should be able to handle every type of function question. This is how it will come. Right? So if you want to practice over the next couple of days, you could take some of the function questions. Try some of the recent years and you can practice them on. All right? So that's it. when we are doing anything. Right, you're free to go enjoy the rest of your holidays.